Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay, and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562. Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Golf season will be here before you know it, and Eagle Ridge Golf Course in Paris offers one of the preeminent courses in East Central Illinois and West Central Indiana. Their Wednesday night league will be starting up soon, but they also offer special services such as corporate events, receptions, and group lessons. Call 463-3434 or visit eagleridgeparis.com. Time now for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by the Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Farm Credit Illinois, Prospect Bank, Soleil Body Salon, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Diamond Financial, Illini FS, Country Financial, and Terry Ellison State Farm Insurance. Also our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family.
Good evening. You're listening to the Parasports Network. We are ready to bring you volleyball action as your Tigers have traveled to Robinson tonight for an LIC matchup with the hosting Maroons. I'm Clay Best, set to bring you first JV action to be followed by the varsity contest. We're all set up here. I believe Paris will serve first. Checking lineups now. First for Robinson. Now for Paris. Lexi Collins looks to be wearing the libero white. She is ushered in. JV again playing without Emma Kemper this evening. So Collins fills in the libero spot. Captain Aubrey Leader takes the volleyball, and she will get us underway from Robinson. Looks like Greta Hall out there, along with Sam Kindred, Jamie Wallace, and Sammy Milam, I believe, was on the back row, as the first point goes to the Tigers after Robinson couldn't get it back over. Next serve from Leader is wide of the sideline, point Robinson. Tiger defense into positions, 1-1. First serve from Robinson, handled by Milam, set by Leader. Wallace gets the first swing of the evening, and off the dig attempt by Robinson, point Tigers. Kenley Shanks will check in for Greta Hall, and Maddie Ramsey in for Sammy Milam. Shanks will head straight from the bench to the service line. It's 2-1 Tigers. His serve is called out. And back and forth we go to get this one underway. Serve handled by the Tiger defense. Ramsey a swing. We are working off of the NFHS stream from Robinson. Believe they're using the huddle cam there in Robinson's gym. So what it's doing is picking up movement. Trying to pick up the movement of the volleyball. That last point didn't do such a good job, but it caught that point, and Robinson is up 4-2 now. Deep serve handled by Collins, and then Shanks was there. Leader was headed back to set it. Miscommunication by the Tigers, and it's 5-2 Robinson. JV Tigers last time out, an impressive 2-set victory over Tuscola. That was earlier this week at home. Now on the road and losing 6-2 early in the first set. Next serve dug out by Collins. Kindred has to hustle back to get it. Shanks' his flat-footed swing goes under the net. Point Maroons. It's 7-2. Next serve can be handled by Leader. Middle of the back row for the Tigers. Maroons up by 6 now. Again, mishandle on the serve. That looks like, I think that was Annie who checked in. Annie Pruitt in for the Tigers now and able to handle that serve. And it's 9-2. Right back to Annie. Gets this one to Abby. Ramsey will push it across. Robinson through their offense. Tigers handle the swing. Ramsey a chance. Another chance, this time going up for the joust, but the Maroon got a piece of it early and earns the point for Robinson. It's 10-2. I've got our scoreboard, Paris Sports Network scoreboard, covering up Robinson's scoreboard. Sometimes it's difficult in these streams to pick up what the scoreboard's reading, kind of fuzzy, just because the stream is using a camera shot of the scoreboard. So as opposed to making you try to figure out what it says, decipher what the score and time are, went ahead and threw ours on there. Bring that up now because you might even be able to see the 3 behind our scoreboard on their scoreboard. And it is 9-3. I got it showing in the gym score, so we'll get that changed. It's 9-3 Robinson. Maroons will serve. (9-3) serve coming, and it'll be an ace for Robinson. Collins up to make a play, but unable to get there. 7-point advantage. Next serve is handled. Swing from the back row by Collins. Handled by Robinson. Near side. Floating backwards, but still a quality swing on it. Got it back over to the Tigers. Ramsey's swing now. Right hand will hit it off of a Maroon. Nobody else could get to it. Tigers earn the point on the Ramsey kill and the serve back. Collins will serve. Handled by Robinson. Swing got over the block attempt. Abby Pruitt went up to get it. Couldn't get a fingertip on it, and the kill for the Maroons gives them serve back. Another swing from Ramsey, and again, Robinson can't handle it. Okay, now their scoreboard says 11-4. And I know the Tigers got a point because Lexi just served a couple of points ago, so that would have been their 4th after the scoreboard had read 9-3. That should be their 6th point. So we've got it 11-6. Tigers are serving. Nobody's brought that up to the scorekeeper yet in Robinson. We'll keep an eye on that. Collins sets. Ramsey's got to give up a free ball. Handled by Robinson. No, right back over to the Tigers on the first hit. Set for Pruitt by Kindred. Handled by Robinson. Near side pushed across. Kindred lays out and gets a piece of it, but not in a spot for a teammate to handle it. It's 12-6 Robinson. Dug out by Collins. Kindred sets on the run, leads Annie and Abby too close to the net. Point Robinson. Serve coming from the Maroons. Collins is there. Set by Kindred. Ramsey is swinging near side now. There's Abby Pruitt going up to being aggressive. Robinson handles, however. Now they have it once more on offense. Far side somehow kept it inside the pin. That was impressive. Tigers a swing. That's Ramsey into the net. It goes. Point Robinson. Haley Ant is checking in for the Tigers. This might be Haley's first JV action of the season. Kinley Shanks ends up on the deck. Again, gets a piece, but can't keep it in rhythm. Point Robinson. Another serve on the way. Handled by Leader. And her hit went over the net. They're going to call a double hit, lift, one or the other on Robinson. Point Paris. Sammy Milam will check back in. She will serve for the Tigers. And at least us in orange and black have the score at 15-7. Scoreboard in Robinson says 15-6. Let's see if the Tigers can get back in this one and make that matter. Robinson, near side swing, off the block, but out of bounds. Yeah, it was out of bounds. Leader, and I think that it was Abby Pruitt who were up for the block. Deflected it just out of bounds. Point Robinson. Kindred is set. Led Abby Pruitt too far into the net. Point Robinson. Serve is out of bounds. Point Paris. Tigers need to rattle off a few here. Kindred serving. Just kept it in bounds. Robinson plays it, pushed toward the back corner, over Sammy Milam's head, and well out of the reach of Pruitt. And it'll be Point Robinson. (18-8), Maroons lead. Collins a dig. Near side swing. Leader coming. One hit from Robinson after the dig. Swing from Wallace. She was off balance. Didn't get all of it. Through Robinson's offense it goes. Dugout Kindred. Collins, high set. And it's going to land right at the 10-foot attacking line, and there are no Tigers there. Timeout called by Paris. They'll talk about that one. And it's now 19-8. Robinson leads. Appreciate you joining us here on the Paris Sports Network. Just the first set of the JV contest. Working off of Robinson's NFHS stream. A lot of schools so far this year have broadcasted the fresh soft game. I think there was one earlier this evening, but if there was, Robinson did not stream that, so no update on that contest. We did start a bit after the scheduled 6:15 start time, so maybe an indication that that freshman contest ran a little long, but we are nearing the end of this first set. Tigers got to make a run to stay in it. They're going through their offense now. Leader gives up a free ball, just gets over. Set from Robinson, second hit comes back to the Tigers. Collins, another high set. Leader free ball this time. Robinson gets a quality swing from the middle and lands inside that back line. Point Robinson. (20-8) your score. Serve from Robinson, dug out by Leader. Leader's going to get a swing on the set from Kindred. Robinson handles, gets it back over. Dug out by Collins. Greta Hall a swing. Greta had a couple of great attacks last match this week against Tuscola. She'll have another one here, and it's going to land on the line. No, they're going to say out of bounds, point Robinson. (21-8) now. Serve from Robinson into the net, point Tigers. Maroons will make his sub. Have yet to check to see if I've got a roster for Maroon on max prep, so we'll do that here between sets. Leader serving for the Tigers. Into the net, point Robinson. Maroons back to serve. They're 3 points away from taking this first set. Collins a dig as she lays out, but she'll knock it over the head of Sam Kindred. And point Robinson, they're 2 away. This serve cleanly handled by the Tiger offense. Good swing there from Kindred. Robinson knocks it back over. Leader, Collins, Hall this time, flat-footed. Keeps it in play. Robinson does as well. Swing near side and into the net. There for the block attempt was Kindred. Didn't matter. Attack went into the net, and it's point Tigers. Shanks and Ramsey back in for Paris. Whistle blows, and now we're set. Serve from Shanks lands just in bounds. Bit of hesitation from the up official. Called it in, or on the line at least. Shanks will get another serve. This one, another good serve. Just over the net, then it dipped down to the court between the center of the front line and center of the back line. 2 aces in a row for Kinley Shanks. It's 23-12. Third serve. Floats this one too long. Point Robinson. It'll be set point. (24-12). Serve on the way. Leader sets. Behind her. Swung on by Kindred into the net. And that'll do it for set number 1. Robinson takes the first one, 25-12. We'll run you through a set of commercials, get reset, and bring you action from set number 2. You're watching the Parasports Network.
Terry Ellison has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950.
Ready for set number 2 in the JV contest. Tigers return the serve first, get it back over. Robinson through their offense, pushed over the block attempt of Aubrey Leader. Now set from Leader and swung on into the net goes Jamie Wallace. Point Robinson. This serve from the Maroons, handled by the Tigers. Swing coming from Hall, floats one to the far side. Can't find the sideline. Point Maroons. Robinson a swing. Far side now is Greta Hall, and another kill for Greta Hall. Antis checks back in for the Tigers. Aubrey Leader will serve for Paris. And Robinson unable to get it back over. Tigers tied up at 2. This serve from Leader is an ace. Another serve. Handled by Robinson. Hall to Leader, back to Hall. Pushed over the block but out of bounds. Point Robinson. This serve goes into the net. Point Paris. Hall to serve. Takes the ball from Kaya Bradford, who checked in between sets for the Tigers. And the serve goes out of bounds. Point Robinson. Shanks will enter for Hall. It's 4-4 in the second. Robinson makes a change as well. And now they will serve. Bradford got a piece of it, sent it back to the Robinson side. And it was so close to the net, I think it really kind of confused the hand-eye coordination of the Maroon. Didn't know whether to go up and attack it or if it was going to deflect at all. Winds up falling to the court. Point Paris. Bradford checks out. Serve coming from Collins. The dig leads the teammate behind the up official stand. Of course, she's not going to be able to get it back over from there. It's 6-4 Paris. Another good serve from Collins, and the overpass is attacked by Abby Pruitt. Another point for the Tigers. Collins serves this one back middle of the back row. Set all the way across the court. Decent set for the Maroons. They get it back across. Tigers on defense, handle it. Swing, and pass goes into the net for Robinson. 8-4 Tigers. Collins serving again into the net this time. Error gives it back to Robinson. Eight-5 Tigers. Shanks with the dig attempt, but went the other way. Into the bleachers it goes. Kinley unable to handle that one. It's 8-6. Robinson serve this time, finds Lexi Collins. Collins gives it to Leader. Swing from Antis is well long. Point Robinson. Eight, 7. Robinson has built some momentum here. Just the last few points. Looking to tie it up, and they will. It's 8-8. Just a few more matches here on the schedule. 1 tonight and 3 next week. We've seen a few names play JV tonight that haven't seen a lot of action at this level. That serve went out of bounds, so it'll be point and serve to Paris. Sam Kindred, who has contributed quite a bit on the varsity squad, serving now for the Tigers. And with players like Kindred and Leader, Collins as well, who will probably see increased time next year at the varsity level. Removing them from this JV team will open the door, and a few of those girls are going to get the opportunity to fill those shoes, seeing some time tonight down in Robinson. That attack was out of bounds. It's a point Robinson. 10-9 now, Maroons serving. Shanks digs out that one. Leader a swing far side, but an excellent dig from Robinson right to the setter. And then hit cleanly, but Paris able to handle, get it back over to Robinson's side. Swing near side, floating towards the net, well played there. Pushed over by the Tigers. Get a near side swing off the Leader block attempt. Tigers are going to be able to get it over and earn the point. A lot of action up close to the net. Tigers were able to stay out of it and hit it home. They keep the lead and extend it to 2. It's 11-9. Maddie Ramsey serving. Overpass from Robinson. Collins handles. Near side swing Leader. Dug out by Robinson. Near side swing Maroons. Greta Hall from the left side, attacking, handled by Robinson. Back over to the Tiger side. Kindred sets behind her. Leader pushes it off the Maroon block. Well played there, Aubrey Leader. And it's 12-9 Paris. Ramsey's serve this time. Another overpass. Kindred sets Hall. Hall gets it around the Robinson block. Maroons through their offense. From the right side, they attack. Kindred sets. Swing back there from Ramsey, I believe. Swing near side, dugout Hall. But her pass goes over the net. Robinson right back to the Tigers. Hall another swing. To the back row she goes this time. High set, running to the center of the court and playing it well, and that'll end up in a point for the Maroons. Point for Paris. That'll give the Tigers a serve back. And a 3-point lead. Good serve. Robinson just hit it once to get it back over. Now they'll go through their offense again. Near side. Down the line they go. They had to get around the leader block attempt. And they do. Point Robinson. Bradford will check back in. Robinson serving. Trailing by 2. After Milam dug it out, leader hit it back to her. And then Sammy swings and hits it into the court on the Tiger side. It's 13-12. Paris still up by 1, but now it's tied at 13. Ramsey will check in for Milam. Serve coming from Robinson. Now in a tied contest. Leader a good swing off the Robinson block. Then they push it out of bounds. Point Paris. Kindred makes way for Iantis. Leader back to serve. But into the net. Point Robinson. (14-14). Official came over here and stood at the scorer's table. They're checking on something. Maroons wait to make a substitution before they serve the next point. (14-14). Couple of officials in Robinson that I don't recognize from any of the contests Tigers have had up here or any other matches that we broadcasted from away facilities. Now we're ready. Sub happens for Robinson. And the serve will go out of bounds. Point Paris. (15-14). Hall serving. Floats one too long. Point Maroons. (15 all now. Robinson back serving. And the serve can't be handled by Bradford. Point Maroons. Turn on the broadcast and remember there's an R in the center of the court. I believe Robinson's gym used to have a basketball center court. As the back corner is found by the Maroon offense, they extend their lead out to 2. I'd be interested to know the decision-making behind changing the basketball to an R. Obviously, you got volleyball playing here now. Sure, that played a factor. just one of those meetings I like to be in on to see how much of a factor that was. They also redid the entire floor, I believe. Not sure if that's when they got the R. But different look in Robinson than they've had when they initially built the gym. Point earned by Robinson makes it 18-15 and forces the hand of the Tiger sideline to call a timeout. Looks like a good turnout from the Robinson student section. You see them there sitting on the right side of your screen. Trying to figure out what type of theme they've got going on. See a group of orange and a group of pink. Almost looks like what Paris High School looked like during class games during homecoming week. You've been to any home contest for the Tigers, you've seen the themes that student section has going on each and every different match. Back underway. Quality dig there by Bradford. Tigers get it back over, and a swing from Jamie Wallace finds hardwood. Point Tigers. Bradford checks out. Collins stands behind the service line, ready to try to get the Tigers back within one. Service handled by Robinson. Near side swing, floats one to the opposite side. That may have landed out, but Ramsey got a hand on it. Trying to play it just in case. And it's 19-16. Serve is out of our picture, but deflected out of bounds. Point Robinson. This serve is handled by Collins. Leader a set. Near side swing. Yantis gets a chance, but puts it into the net. Point Robinson. Maroons have rattled off a few in a row. They can smell a two-set victory here on their home court. Here's a swing that lands inbounds this time. Haley Yantis puts a good swing on it, sends it cross court, and earns a serve back for the Tigers. Now Kindred's job to keep this one alive. 21-17, Robinson's still got to get four. Pushed over, handled by Leader, set by Kindred. Far side, Ramsey no room to work with, and because of that, the point will go to Robinson. Stay tuned for varsity action to follow this one. We're in set number 2. Robinson leads 22-17 after taking the first set. Sammy Milan back in for the Tigers. Service handled by Collins. Kindred is set. Milan swing coming off of the net, and it never found its way over. Point Robinson. (23-17) now. Serve just gets over the net. Shanks has to lay out, is able to keep it alive, then pushed over by a Leader. No, it's out of bounds. I don't think she was able to keep it on the right side of the pin. And it's match point for Robinson. 24-17. Serve handled by Shanks, but Milam got to hustle to get to it. Does, but can't put it in a spot for a teammate to get it over. And that'll be the last point of this JV contest. Robinson wins the second set, 25-17. They take the match 2-0. We will take a break between JV and varsity matches here and be back with a quick pregame show to lead you into that varsity contest. You are watching Paris Sports Network.
make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners, Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp, work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields. Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce, Ann, or Tay and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. Would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce and Orte and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com. Cargill Dry Corn Ingredients, located on the west side of Paris. We believe the world eats better when we eat together. That's Cargill, helping the world thrive. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. See Diamond Financial for all of your income tax needs. Ben Lucan has 30 years of income tax preparation experience. He and his well-trained staff can take care of all of your personal, corporate, partnership, trust, and not-for-profit tax returns. They'll also take care of all of your payroll and bookkeeping needs as well. See them at 208 East Jasper Street or call 465-8562. Mark, Amy, Salem, and Sarah Isef support Paris Athletics and implore its athletes to play hard and study harder. Great Heart Seed is dedicated to providing the American farmer with the most profitable corn, soybean, wheat, and alfalfa lines. Their vision is to work on your farm, helping you build higher yields and bigger profits. Contact them at 465-4132. Great Heart, great yields. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Golf season will be here before you know it. An Eagle Ridge Golf Course in Paris offers one of the preeminent courses in East Central Illinois and West Central Indiana. Their Wednesday night league will be starting up soon, but they also offer special services such as corporate events, receptions, and group lessons. Call 463-3434 or visit eagleridgeparis.com. Lot 50 Brewing, located at 112 East Court Street, is the only brewing company in town. Bring your friends, family, or co-workers in for an evening of games, drinks, and conversation. Order food from other local restaurants or bring your own. Stop in and watch the owners, Bruce Young, Steve Combs, and Doug Smitkamp, work for you. Lot 50 is open Wednesday through Sunday. Check them out at lot50brewing.com. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark Counties since 1950. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Located at 500 West Jasper Street in Paris, Soleil Body Salon offers 5 lay-down and 1 stand-up tanning bed, as well as spray tan services. They also have a nail technician, an esthetician, and a hairstylist. Give Leslie and her staff a call at 465-7546. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Diamond Brothers Insurance, LLC has been providing security and peace of mind for individuals, businesses, and government entities for over 150 years. Their agency philosophy is to serve their communities with excellent service, advanced technology, and comprehensive insurance protection. Visit any of their 44 locations throughout the state of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. You can give them a call at 465-5041 or stop by 111 Sheriff Street in Paris. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Good evening. You're listening to the Paris Sports Network. We are just about ready for varsity volleyball action tonight from Robinson, Illinois. It's where your Tigers' next LIC matchup will be. I'm Cliff Best, ready to bring you the action as the buzzer sounds and Tigers' warm-up period is over. So we'll have a national anthem and then a starting lineup introduction for both teams before first serve. JV lost their contest 2-0. Varsity squad is going to have a tough task on their hands. Robinson coming into this contest with a 17-9 overall record. They are 4-2 in the conference with losses to Newton and to Casey. Flag coming down to the Robinson gym, and we'll see if I can't turn you into some of the audio. National anthems are like being sung live there in Robinson High School tonight before the varsity contest. Brought up the colors over in the student section during that JV game, and now it's starting to make sense. Looks like it's all pink over there. Robinson supporting pink uniforms here for this game, varsity game, in support of Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of professional teams, professional leagues, recognizing one, if not all types of cancer, and early detection, early treatment. Robinson wearing pink tonight as they take on your Paris Tigers. Lineup for the Tigers being introduced right now. Emily Wells, Jaden McClaskey, Carradine Hoffman out there so far. Kendra Young has been out due to quarantine. I didn't know if I saw her over there. We'll see if she gets introduced. Jacoba Harkar, Rachel Stone, Jamie Wallace introduced in the starting lineup, along with libero Becca Miner. Don't see Kendra out there. Said she's been quarantined for what seems like forever now. And doesn't look like the Tigers will have her tonight for another contest. They meet out at near the free throw line of the basketball court. Robinson's lineup being introduced. Taking a look through their stats on Max Preps. Looks like it's all filled out, so it should be pretty telling of what they'll try to do. Smith, a senior, and Shea, a sophomore, lead the team in kills. So we'll keep an eye on Liv Smith, listed at just 5'8". And Elizabeth Shea, a sophomore for this Robinson squad. Leading Robinson in aces is Shea as well. Zane right behind her. Starting to get into some of the names that we might recognize from softball, Robinson's softball team last spring. Teams get the signal from the up official to take their places on the court, as we'll make sure the lineups are set properly down by the down official. Liberos will check in. Robinson will play with a libero as well. Hallie Gower wearing white for Robinson. She'll wait on the sideline to be checked in. Emily Wells will serve first for the Tigers. And Robinson comes in at 17-9. Tigers 3-21. Yet to win away from home. Tigers looking to put a full match together, which they haven't done in quite some time. They go through rallies and spurts of play where everything clicks. There's communication and everybody gets to the right spot. Just a matter of putting it together for really just a full set, if not a couple in a row. Early play there from Robinson. Attack from the setter as opposed to putting a teammate in a position to kill it, and it's point Robinson. Maroons earn the serve after the first point of the contest. But right back to the Tigers it goes. Air from the service line. 1-1. Jaden Bishop will check in for replacing Rachel Stone. McClaskey out as well, as Lexi Collins comes on for her, and back-to-back service errors, this time by the Tigers. And it's 2-1 Robinson. See if we get a rally here. Tigers get it over. That's Jaden Bishop with the swing. Set near side swing coming off the fingertips of Jacoba Harkar, who went up for the solo block. Hoffman has to give up a free ball. Just kept in play. Robinson through their offense. Flat-footed swing. Handled by Miner after the deflection off the block. Far side swing Bishop. Into the back row, there is the libero for Robinson. Pushed over to Bishop. Backward set from Wells. Swing from the left hand of Harkar. Off of a Maroon. And then into the net. Unable to get it out of there. Point Tigers. Harkar struggled early in the season, keeping the ball in play on her attacks. She has continued to be aggressive, and it's paid off as she's starting to find her rhythm, find her distance on her swings as there's an ace served up there by Carrot Hoffman. 3-2 Tiger lead. Hoffman still serving. This one is handled by Robinson. Free ball on the way. Hoffman's there, set from Wells. Far side now. Bishop a swing into the net. Jaden, another one who has continued to be aggressive. Rarely started to utilize that roll shot. And I assume once she gets a read on the Robinson block, if she's far enough away from the net, then we'll see that pulled out of the bag of tricks here pretty soon, and maybe even often for Jaden Bishop. Unable to get that one back over the net. That tied it up at 3. Robinson through their offense. Setter goes for the kill. Handled by the Tigers, however. Harkar, a swing that lands in bounds. Jacoba Harkar. Sam Kindred's first action of the contest. She'll check in and serve for the Tigers. As Ella Baxter checks in for Robinson. You see number 10, Elizabeth Shea, there for the Maroons, along with Katie Elder. Serve goes into the net, point Robinson. I believe this is Katrina Ramsey serving. She starts 10 feet behind the basketball baseline, runs up for the serve. Robinson able to get it back over after the Tigers handle. Left side, Bishop pushed it to the court. Point Tigers. Well played there by Jaden. Didn't get a good look at the Robinson block, but Jaden did. She knew where to hit it. Tigers earn the point. Jaden, watching the replay, might have just gotten up higher than the Maroon did. And Robinson able to save that one. Hoping for an easy point for the Tigers, but Robinson got it back and then earned the point as they dump it towards the sideline around the two-person block attempt by the Tigers. It's 5-5. Robinson served this time, dug out by Minor. Wells scrambles to get to it, and then Minor unable to get it back over. Her and McClaskey both over there. It'll end in a Maroon point. Next serve for Robinson goes into the net, right back to the Tigers. Minor serving for Paris, handled by Robinson. Saved out of bounds, and then an attack goes out of bounds, point Paris. Robinson serves 87% as a team. Taking a look at that stat after they've served a couple into the net. There's a service error by the Tigers, and the point will go back to Robinson, as well as the serve. It's 7-7. Then an attack from that front row on the overpass earns a point for the Maroons. 8-7. Also looking at the Tigers serving percentage. Tigers also serving 89% on the season. This serve is dug out by Stone. Set by Wells. Swing McClaskey. Handled by Robinson. But a pass that led the setter too far into the net, so she does things herself. Got it back over to the Tigers. Now a clean set this time. Swing near side. Dug out by Stone. McClaskey swing for the 10-foot line. Got it over, but handled by Robinson. Attack left side and down the line, and good for the point Maroons. McClaskey pushes it off of the block into the court, point Tigers. Katie Elder is the setter for Robinson. 5.4 assists per set. Looking for one here. Swung. It was off of Minor's dig attempt, and there is the assist and the point for Robinson. (10-8) Robinson. Elder will serve now. Senior sends it into the dig of Minor. Set for Hoffman. Hoffman gets up from the center of the court. Robinson handles, but then puts one into the net. Point Tigers. Carradine had a couple of aggressive points in that Tuscola match earlier this week. Good to see Carradine get up and make things happen above the net for the Tigers. Collins was in to serve that time. There's Jacoba Harkar getting up above the net, making things happen. Punches one to the court. We're tied at 10. Collins' next serve is an ace. Robinson lets it land between two Maroons. And it's 11-10 Tigers. Timeout called by Robinson. Tigers playing well out of the gate so far here in Robinson. That Tuscola match and many other ones this season have been played very evenly for first 15, 16 points of the contest up until both teams are at that score, or it might be 16-14, 15-15. And most of the time, it's just seemed that teams have been able to pull away from this Tiger squad for one reason or another. Paris in another battle right here. 11-10, they lead by one. Appreciate you joining us here on the Paris Sports Network. Just a few of these left. Tigers on the road next week against Neoga and then Danville. Hope to bring you the action of those two as well, as this serve out of the timeout is out of bounds. Point Robinson. Serve on the way from Robinson, handled by Minor. Bishop was over there to give it to Hoffman. Hoffman got it over, set from Elder, swung on by Robinson. Paris is going to be able to get it back over. I think that was Jacoba, who again tried to go up and knock it down, but she gets into the net. Point Robinson. Harkar all over the court that point, but unable to get to that one in time. And in her rush to do so, went into the net. Dig attempt by Collins is an overpass that lands out of bounds. Few points in a row for Robinson out of that timeout. They had to take it. Paris had built strong momentum, and the timeout did exactly what the coach wanted it to. Settle her girls down. And they come out of that break looking to extend this lead now. Minor digs. Well sets. Far side Bishop. Dug out Robinson. High set, far side, falling backwards though, but able to get enough of it. And then I think because of that speed or spin or whatever it was, fooled Wells and Minor enough to give Robinson another point. It's 14-11. 4 unanswered for Robinson. Bishop, there's that roll shot. Got it over the block. Handled by Robinson. No, it's not. Point Paris. We heard Tuscola calling out that roll shot just about each time the ball went to Bishop. Tuscola was sending double blocks just about everything, so calling that out to let the other four girls know that off speed was on the way from Bishop. That time there, Tigers are in the point. Harkar, another swing into the court. Jacoba goes. 14-13. Hoffman back to serve. Collins, Wells, Harkar, Wallace, and Bishop on the court for the Tigers. Serve goes into the net. It's 15-13. Robinson leads by 2. They have the serve. It's on the way. Handled by Minor. Set by Wells, who had to pick that one out of the net. Set for Robinson. And then hitting it on the way down. That fooled the solo block attempt and landed in front of the back row. Point Robinson. Not sure if that was an intentional or not, but well played nonetheless. And it's a 3-point advantage. Minor lays out to dig that one, but sends it out of bounds. Point Robinson at 17-13. Tigers have been in this one since the get-go. Now trail by 4. We might be a point away from a Coach Pinkston timeout. Minor digs. Wells stays out of the net. No, she doesn't. No, they called a double hit violation on Emily Wells. And there is the timeout called by Coach Pinkston. It's 18-13. Robinson has pulled away just a bit in this first set after going on an 8-2 run after that timeout that they called earlier in the first set. Other teams in action, conference play. Marshall is playing at Casey. Marshall 4-2, Casey 3-2, so that has some conference implications on the line. Red Hill playing at Lawrenceville. Red Hill looking for their first LIC win of the season. Back underway in Robinson. Wells sets. Wallace maybe got both hands on it. Robinson able to handle, get it back across. Wells is set. Bishop is swing from the 10-foot line. Dug out by Robinson, but man, what happened there? Maybe he hit a standard. There were a couple girls that looked like they were waiting for it at the 10-foot line. Then all of a sudden their arms drop and they stood straight up and the ball landed 6-7 feet away from them. 18-14, not a low ceiling in Robinson's gym by any means. And I didn't think she hit it with enough power to get to the top of the gym, but either way, it's a point Tigers. Off speed that time, definitely unintentional from Robinson. Paris handles, gets it back over. Far side swing coming, dug out by Minor. Set by Wells. Far side Bishop, 10-foot line, standing still, got it over. Second hit attempt coming from the setter of Robinson. Bishop, another swing. Off the block, dug out by Collins. No, they say it never got to the block. Off of the net, and they'll call a 4-hit violation on the Tigers. Only other LIC match that I did not mention happening tonight is only at Newton. That one huge as well. 2 teams at the top of the conference standings. As an ace served up there lands in front of Sam Kindred, it's 20-14. Newton undefeated. They'll come to town next week from tonight for Senior Day. They're 6-0, only at 4-2. Tigers looking for their second LIC victory. They get a point there on the service error. Couple of subs made. McClaskey in to take over on the front row. And Rachel Stone back to serve. Stone ready. Fires one across that lands just out of bounds. Point Robinson. Serve from the Maroons. Dug out McClaskey. Wells sets Wallace. Wallace again with that 2-hand attack. And then a block from Wells goes out of bounds. Point for Robinson. It's 22-15. Tigers through their offense. Swing from McClaskey off the Robinson block to the court. Point Paris. Good hit there from Jaden McClaskey. Enough power and able to see that the block was a bit off the net there on that attempt. So she sent it sideways off the right arm of the Maroon. Earns the point in the serve. 22-16. This swing goes out of bounds. Attacking air point Paris. 22-17. Tigers trail by 5. Minor serving. Handled by Robinson. Set near side, pushed over, dug out by Hoffman. Wells a set. Cross court, McClaskey. No, another double hit called on Emily Wells. Wells with her hands on her head. Coach Pinkston out to ask for a bit of clarification. Not sure if she got it. Timeout called by the Tigers. It's 23-17. Tigers will be back in action on the football field tomorrow. That contest will be from Robinson High School as well. Bring you all the action starting before 7 o'clock in the pregame show. Football team looking to clinch a spot in the state playoffs. Volleyball action, teams back out onto the court, 23-17. Robinson 2 points away, and now they're 1 point away as the ace lands just in front of Rachel Stone. Tigers will try to battle for their life here in this first set. Serve on the way from Robinson. Handled by Stone this time, but an overpass. Gets a hefty swing from the Maroons, and to the court they send it. Point and set go to Robinson. Teams will head to the bench for the break between sets, and we'll take one as well. Robinson wins the first set, 25-17. They lead at 1-0 on the Parasports Network.
Our pregame show is sponsored by White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown boys for over 50 years, offering 23.5-hour service. That's right, they need a half hour for coffee. Call John at 217-465-3195. Would like to thank our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family. Church Insurance is an independent agency specializing in home and auto, life and health, as well as business and farm insurance. For over 100 years, Church Insurance has been servicing Edgar and surrounding counties. Stop by their office at 116 East Court Street and talk to Bruce and Orte and let them take care of your insurance needs. You can also give them a call at 465-4022 or visit their website at churchinsagency.com.
We are ready for set number 2 from Robinson. Maroons took the first set. First serve of the second set, dug out by Collins. Bishop gets his swing but sends it too far wide, point Maroons. Next serve is handled by Minor. Wells is set. Another chance for Bishop. Uses the roll, gets it around the Robinson block. Near side swing coming to the court. It goes by Marissa Zane. Point Maroons. This serve handled by Collins. Wells another set, and how about this? Another double hit called on Emily. Rough night from the junior, at least in the officials' eyes, as this service error will give a point and the serve to the Tigers. Wells will serve now. Tigers trail by 2. Good serve from Emily, handled by Robinson. Far side. Hit, knocked across. Now Bishop hits one off the antenna. Point Robinson. Katie Elder has shown her ability to set for this Robinson offense. That time she was running at you on the camera. Set behind her, cross court. And that set Robinson up for the point. Harkar had that swing, handled by Robinson. Swing from the center of court, that time Elizabeth Shea, handled by Paris, and then Wells sent one off of Jacoba. And out of bounds it goes, point Robinson, 5-1. Maroons' lead is 4. Minor a dig. Wells sets Hoffman. Pushed it over the block of Robinson. Maroons through their offense. Near side swing. Off of the dig attempt by Hoffman goes Liv Smith. Point Maroons. It's 6-1. Next serve for Robinson. Handled by the Tigers. Free ball on the way, given up by Harkar. Clean set and a quality swing there by Liv Smith, and Robinson offense has found their rhythm. It's 7-1. Sophie Given into the game for the first time tonight for the Tigers. Serve finds Minor, set by Wells. Given will get a swing just inside the 10-foot line. Went off speed, maybe just didn't get all of it. Nearly effective, though, but Robinson does get a swing, then an overpass. Another swing by Smith. Handled by Minor well, but no teammates were there to continue the rally. It's point Robinson, 8-1 lead for the Maroons. Timeout called by Coach Pinkston. Just 9 points in to this second set. As I mentioned, football in action tomorrow. They'll travel to Robinson just as the volleyball team did tonight. Other teams and athletes to keep an eye on here in the near future for the Tigers. Girls tennis sectional action starts tomorrow in Effingham. Kendall Matthews earned the number 3 seed in the entire sectional. That gives her a bye. She'll need to win twice on Friday. And if she does that, not only will she advance to the semifinals, maybe quarterfinals of the sectional tournament on Saturday, but that will mean she has earned a spot in the state tournament for girls tennis. Back in action in Robinson. Set far side. Given puts it into the net. Point Robinson. Lily Smitkamp, the other Tiger that will compete in singles action tomorrow in the sectional tournament. Doubles are Lindsey Zorn and Kenzie Hutchings. Lily Graham and Sarah Mills make up the other duo. Here's a point for the Tigers as they finally get the serve back. Rachel Stone will check in to toe the service line as Jada McClaskey will replace Lexi Collins. (9-2). Just the second time the Tigers have served in this second set, and an ace for Stone makes it 9-3. Next serve goes off the tape, and then the reaction of the net player for Robinson. All she could do was deflect it well out of bounds where no teammate could get to it. It's 9-4. Stone's next serve. This one over cleanly. Handled by Robinson. Far side swing on the way off the McClaskey block attempt. Tigers through their offense. Wells has set Harkar. Harkar keeps it in play off of a Maroon. Pushed over and falls right in between all six Tigers. Four of them were converging, but couldn't get there in time. It's point Robinson. (10-4) serve on the way into the net. Point Tigers. 10-5. Carrot and Hoffman to serve. Hoffman sends this one low, and it will earn her an ace. Maroon got a hand on it, but not nearly enough to keep that one alive. It's 10-6. Hoffman a couple of bounces, tosses this one and sends it over with the right hand. Another ace. Nearly the same spot, just about the same result. 10-7. Tigers back within 3. Hoffman again, this time into the net, point Robinson. Elder back to serve for the Maroons. Gets this one over, handled by Miner, set by Wells. McClaskey flat-footed. Delivers to Robinson. Elder sets near side. Swing from Smith off of the hands of Rachel Stone, out of bounds. Point Robinson. Next serve from Elder, handled by the Tigers. Wells, whether she meant to or not, sent it over to the Robinson side on her set attempt. Didn't get a lot on that, if that's what she was intending to do. And that set Robinson up for a somewhat easy point. It's 13-7. You got to think either way that as many violation calls as Emily has had against her so far this evening, whether or not they're accurate or not, I'm sure that's playing a bit of a role in her mind. Trying to keep her team into rallies, and whether doing that or trying to earn a few points back after losing a couple on those violation calls. It's 14-7. Robinson leads. Swing goes out of bounds. No touch on the block attempt. Point Paris. Couple of subs made, one of them being Sam Kindred in to serve for the Tigers. Sends one over. Handled by Robinson. On the other side, dug out by Wells. Wallace sends one out of bounds. Jamie didn't want to give up too easy of a free ball. Tried to put that one on the line. And with that came power, and that power sent it out of bounds. Point for Robinson is 15-8. Minor a dig. Wells a set. McClaskey a swing, falling backwards this time. Handled by Robinson. Elder another set and a swing down the line. And another impressive kill, this time by Marissa Zane. Seems like Robinson has plenty of options on offense. And a setter to get it to whoever's ready and has the hot hand. That time Emily Wells does things herself. Well, that's been something that we've seen more and more of lately from Wells. One-handed dump instead of the set and picks up the point in the serve for the Tigers at 16-9. Serve from McClaskey. Not able to be handled by Robinson, 16-10. Next serve from McClaskey. Another good serve, handled by Robinson this time. Swing goes off the Tiger block to the court, point Robinson. Collins will check back in. And Jaden Cravens will serve for Robinson. Craven's serve is off of the hands of Kindred, out of bounds, point Robinson. (18-10) the score. Next serve from Cravens, dug out by Minor, set by Wells, given a swing all over the Robinson block. Elder is set, far side, dug out Minor. Good swing, better dig. Wells again goes for the one-hand dump attempt. Sent that one a little longer than the 10-foot line. And hustling around, that was Lexi Collins chasing down the dig off of Minor, but unable to keep it in play. Point Robinson. (19-10). Robinson 6 points away. Collins over to Given. Robinson's offense on the attack. Pushed over the Tiger block, and Paris can't get back over. It's 20-10. Timeout called by the Tigers. Robinson is 5 points away from taking this one in straight sets as they've doubled up the Tigers 20-10. Robinson will be the 5 seed in their regional. They'll play a week from Monday, just as the Tigers will in their regional action. Robinson to play Lawrenceville, and then they'll play against Newton if they're able to win that one. Newton the 3 seed. Breeze Central the 2, Staunton the 1 in that regional. Tigers playing in the Monticello sectional. They'll take on 9 seed Sullivan as the 10 seed. And the winner of that will get the special honor of playing number 1 Tolono Unity. Attack there from Robinson went into the net. Gives the serve back to the Tigers. That Monticello sectional is shaping up to be a heck of a fight. Obviously hoping Tigers can knock off Tolono. But the top 4 teams in that sectional, as Minor sends one out of bounds, point Robinson. Top 4 teams are 1 seed Tolono and Pleasant Plains. And the 2 seed St. Teresa out of Decatur and Maroa Forsyth. So 4 really good teams. I'd say 3 of those, Tolono, St. Teresa, and Pleasant Plains, have a chance to make some noise at the state tournament. Out of those 3, whichever get there. Service error into the net gives the Tigers a bit of life here. 22-12. Harkar will check in. She replaces Kindred. And Wells is back to serve for Paris. Her serve is handled by Robinson. Elder read that one well and did a bit of a flick on there, trying to earn the point, but she can't do it. Tigers get it. It's 22-13. Not sure if Tolona will have a stream of those regional games, but whether or not they do, I think I'll plan on making the trip up to Tolona to bring you all the action here on the Parasports Network. Might even have to make a couple of trips next week, as said, traveling to Neoga and then traveling to Danville Monday and Wednesday respectively, before senior night on Thursday at home against Newton. Harkar's swing ends up into the net. It's 24-13, a match point for Robinson. Serve on the way, handled by the Tigers, set by Wells. Hoffman sends it to Robinson's side. Swing off of the Hoffman block. Not sure it ever got there, actually. Yeah, 4-hit violation on Robinson. Point Tigers, it's 24-14. Stone into serve. McClaskey into play. Up at the net. Here is Stone's serve. Handled by Robinson. Elder is set. Robinson looking to finish things off. They didn't get a great swing, but an overpass set Smith up for the kill and the win. Robinson takes this one in straight sets, winning that second set 25-14. As always, appreciate you joining us here on the Parasports Network. And another match, at least for that first set, where Tigers are going back and forth for about half of the first set, and then things just kind of fell apart. But good news in sight. I think they've got a couple of winnable games next week that if they can go on the road and play like they have during stretches of this season against that Neoga and Danville team, I think they've got a chance to end the regular season on a high note. Obviously, you got Newton coming in, who's not only been the best team in the conference of late, but one of the best teams in the state. So that'll be a tough one, but hopefully 3 matches next week that will get your Tigers ready for postseason play. And we'll bring you those regular season contests as well as postseason play here on the Parasports Network. So, as always, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action and hoping to see a few victories just as much as you are at home. Tomorrow night, you can catch the action of the Paris Tiger football team as they travel to Robinson. That'll be myself and Jeff Chambers calling the game for you from Robinson tomorrow night. And then we'll pick things back up on Monday. More Tiger volleyball action here on the Parasports Network. Final score, 2-0. Robinson beats your Paris Tigers. And with that, I will sign off here. This is Clay Bess. Appreciate you listening. Hope you have a great night. This has been the Parasports Network.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by the Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, White Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, Farm Credit Illinois, Prospect Bank, Soleil Body Salon, Diamond Brothers Insurance, Ingram Waste Disposal, Diamond Financial, Illini FS, Country Financial, and Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance. Also our affiliate sponsors, Moody Farms, Darren and Erica Kohlmeyer, Jim and Kay Taylor, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Step Farms and Excavation, Steve and Lynn Young, and the Mary Lou Pine family.